What's the most insane rule someone made up just to feel important? I was working my first shift at this movie theater. My manager Desiree seemed pretty chill at first. Showed me around, told me the basics, and then said she'd be in the back if I needed anything. Cool. About an hour in, this girl Briella who'd been working there for like 2 months came up to me. She had this whole serious energy, like she was about to tell me the building was on fire. She goes, "You need to check everyone's ID for every movie." I blinked. Even the PG ones? She nodded like I just asked the dumbest question in human history. Yes, every single person, every single movie, no exceptions. I stared at her. "So, you want me to card a 6-year-old going to see a cartoon about talking animals?" She crossed her arms. Rules are rules. I asked if that was actually a rule, and she pulled out this whole laminated sheet. It looked like she made it in Google Docs during her lunch break. The title said Theater Policies in impact font. She tapped it with her finger like it was the Constitution. The manager's too busy to enforce it, so I took charge. "Ma'am, you sell popcorn for a living." I ignored her and kept doing my job normally. Checked tickets, handed out straws, smiled at customers like a functioning employee. Then she came back 20 minutes later. This time she had a clipboard. She was writing things down, mumbling to herself like she was gathering evidence for a court case. She looked up at me and goes, "You're not folding the napkins the correct way." I glanced at the napkin. They were in a dispenser, pre-folded, by a machine. I said, "They came like that." She shook her head. "Doesn't matter. They need to be refolded. Triangle, not square." I just stared. "Briella, no one is looking at the napkin." She wrote something down. Then she said, "Also, you need to announce showtimes every 15 minutes on the intercom." I laughed. She didn't. "Wait, you're serious?" She nodded. "It keeps customers informed." I said, "Briella, there are literally screens everywhere showing the showtimes. Giant digital boards, with times on them." She sighed like I was the problem. "Fine, but you're on thin ice." Thin ice? At a movie theater. I finally went to the back and found Desiree restocking candy boxes. I said, "Hey, quick question. Am I supposed to be carding people for PG movies and announcing showtimes every 15 minutes? She looked at me like I just asked if the earth was flat. "What? No? Who told you that?" I handed her Briella's laminated sheet. She read it, and then she started laughing. Not a polite chuckle. A full, can't breathe, tears in her eyes laugh. She wiped her eyes and goes, "Where did she even get this?" I said, "She made it. Apparently she's been enforcing fake rules for weeks."